Hello everyone, today's lesson is subtracting 2 and 3 digit numbers. Grade 4. I'm showing you different ways or strategies to work out the subtractions each time, and after knowing these strategies you can choose the way that works best for you or works best for the numbers you've got. The first way is called counting. We're counting on or back to find the answer. The second way is partitioning. We split up one or two of the numbers into hundreds, tens, and ones, and then we do the subtraction. The third way is bridging or compensation. This way is all about making the numbers easier for you to subtract. I'm giving you examples now to make you understand each way. So in counting here we have, let's say this example, 93 minus 50. We can work out this subtraction by counting back in tens 5 times. So if you count back in tens from 93, we'll get 83, 73, 63, 53, 43, and I counted back 5 times. So the answer is 43. The second way is partitioning. Let's say we have 322 minus 110. So let's split up the first and the second number into hundreds, tens, and ones, and we will get. Then after that, we subtract the hundreds from each other, the tens from each other, and the ones from each other. Then we sum up the answers. So here we have 10, and here we have 0. Now we subtract 300 minus 100, this is the second way. That equals 200. Now sum it up with the answer from the 10th subtraction. 20 minus 10 equals 10. 2 minus 0 equals 2. So the answer is 212. Now the third way is bridging, and this one needs more, it takes like a wide range of examples, because bridging is about we're making the numbers easier for us to subtract. So instead of subtracting 384 minus 188, we can subtract 384 minus 184 first, and that equals 84 goes with the 84, 300 minus 100 equals 200. Then because 188 is 184 plus 4, so now we subtract 4, and the answer is 196. This is bridging, but my favorite way is actually compensation. So whenever you see a number that is near a multiple of, so close to a multiple of 100, we make it become that 100. So if in subtraction, it's a special case. So if it's the second number or the smaller number, if we add any number to it to make it 100 or a multiple of 100, we have to add it to the answer. So let's say here we're adding 1, that equals 500 minus 200. And the answer here is 300. Now we add 1 because we added 1 here. So the answer is 301. This is the first condition. When we have the number we changed is the second number. When the number we're going to change is the first number in subtraction, if we add 1 to it or any number to it, we have to subtract it at the end. So here 500 minus 300, that equals 200. And after, now because we added 1, we subtract it. So it's 200 minus 1, that equals 199. And to make sure you can add 199 plus 300, that equals the first number we've got, the biggest number. So in compensation is actually my favorite way, and we have two conditions in subtraction. If the second number is to be changed, if we change anything to it, like add a number to it, we add in the end, and if we subtracted to it, we subtract from the answer. But if the number we're changing is the first number or the bigger number, if we add any number to it, we subtract it, like addition, like in addition's compensation. And the other ways we've got is borrowing and direct subtraction. So for example, let's say we have 231 minus 193. Here we place the numbers right above each other, the ones above each other, the tens above each other, and the hundreds above each other. Now 1 minus 1 equals 0. 3 minus 9, 3 is smaller than 9. We can't subtract 9 from 3. So we borrow from the number next to it, take 1, make it a 10, and 2 minus 1 equals 1. Now 13 minus 9 equals 4. 1 minus 1 equals 0, and this is the answer. So we borrowed, and that's called borrowing. The direct subtraction is we subtract the ones first from each other, the tens and the hundreds, if any. So 7 minus 6 equals 1. 8 minus 6 equals 2. 9 minus nothing equals 9. So now let's go to the workbooks questions, and I'm gonna do some questions now. So choose an appropriate strategy to solve each calculation. Look here, we can subtract using the direct subtraction. 3 minus 0 equals 3. 7 minus 6 equals 1. Here, 2, direct subtraction. Here again, direct subtraction. Here we can subtract directly. Here we can subtract directly. So in each time in the first challenge, we can subtract without. But this wasn't subtraction. The first one was not subtraction, was addition. So it's the first one was addition. So be careful. Be careful about the sign, the symbol. Is it addition or subtraction? So here 3 plus 0 equals 3. 7 plus 6 equals 13. The answer is 133. So always pay attention to the calculation symbol here, the sign. Is it addition or subtraction? Challenge 2. The calculations are grouped together because they can be solved using the same strategy. However, you may use whichever strategy you prefer. So answers may take different strategies. Now, in 50 minus 25, these are friendly numbers. Look, 50 minus 25 equals 25. 75 minus 25 equals 50. So these are friendly numbers. We know them without using any calculations. Okay, now here we can subtract directly, and here we can subtract directly. In B, we can use the compensation method. 97 minus 54, that, as I said before, we can make the 97 becomes 100. And now I'm adding 3. Because I'm adding 3, it's 100 minus 54. Or I can, then I subtract 3 from the answer. Or I can split up the tens and the ones and subtract the tens from each number. Or we can subtract directly. So 7 minus 4 equals 3. 9 minus 5 equals 4. So here we can split up the hundreds, tens, and ones, and we subtract them together from each other. So here we have 860 and 9 minus 540 and 3. So 800 minus 500, that equals 300. 60 minus 40 equals 20. 9 minus 3 equals that equals 6. So the answer is 326. Now, in the other numbers, in the other questions, here we can do the compensation in C. We add to the second number, like anything that makes it become 100. In I, in this one, the first one, and this one, the third one. You add here 2, then add 2 to the answer. We add here 12, then add 12 to the answer. And in here we add, let's say 22, then we add 22 to the answer. Here we subtract 16, and we subtract 16 from the answer. So I'm showing you the first one, 384 minus 288. Add 2 to 288, that equals 300. So 384 minus 300 equals 84. Now add to the answer. That equals 86. All right, so here in the last one here, we subtract 16. So 986 minus 500 equals 486. Now we subtract 16 from the answer, and that equals 70. The answer is 70. So let's move on to the next page, which is grouping each of these calculations, then finding the answer. Count back. Where can we count back? Look at 98 minus 50. You can count back in tens 5 times. And friendly numbers. Do we have any friendly numbers here? Yes, 575 minus 225. Those are friendly numbers. 75 minus 25 equals 50. 500 minus 200 equals 300. Partitioning. This one can be partitioned. We split up the two numbers into hundreds, tens, and ones, and then we subtract them. Compensation. This can be done in compensation. 405 minus 300. We add 1 to 299. That equals 105. Then we add 1. That equals 106. Other ways is borrowing. You can add all the rest. So that's it for today's lesson. Thank you so much.